There's a silent trap even the smartest men fall into, and it doesn't come with a warning. It's not being too nice. It's not texting too much. It's not even about chasing her. It's something deeper, something invisible, a quiet behavior that makes her feel it, that shift, that drop in desire, that silent, invisible switch where she suddenly sees you differently. And the worst part? You don't even know you're doing it. You think you're being thoughtful, respectful, but to her, it feels like weakness. And once she feels that, game over. But it doesn't stop at one mistake. There are nine silent signals that slowly kill the spark. They drain your confidence, collapse your presence, and destroy the gravity that once made her lean in. But today, you reclaim it all. Because once you see these, you can never unsee them. And once you stop making these mistakes, you don't chase women anymore. They start chasing the feeling of being around you. Let's begin. Mistake number 1, explaining yourself like a man on trial. It doesn't matter how confident you think you are. If you keep explaining yourself over and over again, she won't hear clarity. She'll feel weakness. You say, "Sorry I didn't text sooner. I was really busy. I just wanted to explain why I didn't call back. I hope you're not upset. I was thinking about you." But what she actually hears is this: "I need you to like me. Please don't get mad. I hope I still have a chance." And in that moment, her attraction fades. Not because of what you said, but because of what it revealed. That you're chasing approval, that you fear losing her, that you need her understanding just to feel secure. But here's the brutal truth. A man who respects himself doesn't explain. He doesn't justify. He doesn't defend. He decides and lets silence do the rest. Because when you try to explain, you're not leading. You're negotiating your value. And the moment she senses that, she knows she's in control. Think of the men women dream about. The ones who walk into a room without saying a word and still change the temperature. You think they over-explain? Never. They act. And you either align with them or you get left behind. So here's your shift. Next time she asks, "Why didn't you text back?" Don't break into a monologue. Look her in the eye and say, "I was busy." Then stop talking. Let the silence speak. Let her sit in the space you use to fill with apologies. Let her feel the new you, the man who doesn't need to be understood, to be desired. Because when you stop explaining, you stop chasing, and that's when she starts chasing you. Mistake number 2, being the always there nice guy. At first, it seems like the right move. You show up, you answer fast, you help her with everything she needs. You think it proves you're caring. That being available will win her over. But to her nervous system, it signals something else entirely. It says, "You're easy, predictable, safe. Yes, but not exciting." And that's where most men fall. They think effort equals attraction. But in reality, effort without mystery equals forgettable. A man who's always around, she never gets the chance to miss him, never wonders where he is, never feels that pull, because if she never has to work for your attention, she never learns to value it. But the man who pulls back, who gives her space to feel the absence of him, that's the man she thinks about when the room is quiet. That's the man her mind starts chasing. It's not about playing games, it's about remembering your worth. You are not a vending machine of affection. You are a storm wrapped in calm. You give when you choose, not when she expects. So here's the shift. Stop texting first every time. Stop jumping to help at every request. Stop giving access to someone who hasn't earned it. When you hold your energy like it's valuable, she'll treat it like it is. When you become the man who's not always reachable, she'll reach harder. Because women don't fantasize about what's always there. They crave the man they can't quite predict, the one who makes them lean in and wonder if they're enough for you. Mistake number 3, letting her control the frame. You might not notice it, But every interaction with a woman has a frame, a silent battle for control. Either you set it, or she does. And when you let her take it, you've already lost. Most men hand it over without realizing. They ask what she wants. They adjust their plans. They seek approval instead of leading with certainty. It starts subtly. Where do you want to eat? What do you feel like doing? Is that okay with you? You think you're being polite, but what she feels is uncertainty, a lack of spine, a man looking for permission. And here's what most won't tell you. Women don't want the power. They want the polarity. They want to feel your direction. She might say she wants a say in everything, but what her body responds to is a man who walks first, who knows what he wants, who doesn't ask for the frame. He owns it, because leadership doesn't come from words. It comes from your energy, your tone, your calm decision. So here's how you reclaim it. Stop negotiating every move. Stop asking what she wants. Start assuming the role you were meant to hold. Be ready at 8. I've got something planned. Wear something that makes you feel beautiful. You're not bossy. You're clear. You're not controlling. You're centered. And when she feels that presence, the one that doesn't bend but includes her, she'll melt into it. Because deep down, every woman is waiting to meet the man who doesn't just respond to the moment. He creates it. Mistake number 4, revealing too much too fast. Attraction dies the moment there's nothing left to wonder about, and most men kill it without knowing. They spill everything, their fears, their past, their plans, their pain, thinking it creates connection. But what it really creates is boredom. You see, women don't fall for the man who explains himself like a novel. They fall for the man who feels like a mystery they need to solve. One layer at a time. Not because he hides, but because he lets her earn every piece of him. When you talk too much, too soon, you remove the chase. You give away the depth before she ever dives in. Think of it like this. Would you keep watching a movie if it spoiled the ending in the first 10 minutes? Of course not. What hooks her is the silence between your stories, the pause before the reveal, the confidence to hold your truth, not hand it away. Because silence isn't emptiness, it's a signal. It tells her, this man doesn't need to be understood. He chooses who gets to. So don't rush to share. Let her feel there's more beneath the surface. Let her wonder why she can't stop thinking about you. Let her lean in, because something about you stays just out of reach. The truth is, she doesn't want the man who gives it all away. She wants the one who makes her feel lucky to get a glimpse. That's how mystery becomes magnetism. Mistake number 5, begging for her validation. She won't say it, but the moment she senses you're seeking approval, the attraction starts to die. It doesn't matter how charming you are, how good the date went. If your energy says, "Do you like me?" she'll already feel it's over. Because validation seeking isn't confidence. It's fear in disguise, and fear repels what confidence attracts. You might not say it out loud, but every time you fish for praise, overcheck if she's happy, or wait for her reaction, you're handing her the frame. You're silently begging to be enough. And here's the brutal truth. The man who needs validation never gets it. The man who doesn't care if he gets it, that's the one she can't stop thinking about. You want to flip the dynamic? Stop asking, "Did you have fun? Was that okay? Do you still like me?" Instead, let her wonder if she impressed you. Let her replay the night in her head. Let her question why your attention feels so rare. The shift happens when you stop chasing approval and start embodying value. You're not here to prove anything. You're the reward. And the man who knows his worth never needs to ask for it. Let her feel that. Mistake number 6, trying to fix her. She starts to open up. She shares something heavy, a problem, a frustration, a crack in her day, and you rush in to solve it. But here's what no one tells you. She didn't come to you for answers. She came to you for feeling. Every time you say, "Here's what you should do," just ignore them. Try this instead. You're disconnecting from what she really needs. Because she doesn't want a mechanic. She wants mirroring. She wants a man who makes her feel safe in her storm, not one who tries to sweep it away. Understand this. A woman bonds not through solutions, but through connection. So what do you do instead? You look her in the eye and say, "That sounds frustrating. I get why that would bother you. Yeah, that would mess with me too." You stop trying to fix her world and start anchoring her inside yours. That's where real attraction forms. Not from logic, but from feeling fully understood. Because when she feels seen without judgment, held without pressure, heard without interruption, she links that safety to you. And that's when her walls fall. That's when her nervous system lets go. That's when she starts to chase you. Not because you fixed her life, but because you became the space she finally feels alive in. Mistake number 7, apologizing for being a man. It doesn't happen all at once. It's subtle, quiet, like a dimmer switch turning down your power. You start softening your voice. You hold back your opinions. You shrink yourself just enough so no one feels uncomfortable. All in the name of being liked. But here's the truth most men never hear. Every time you dull your masculine edge to please others, you lose something sacred. You lose the fire that draws her in. You lose the gravity that makes her feel protected. You lose the energy that whispers, "This man doesn't ask permission to exist." Because real women, feminine women, aren't looking for a man who tiptoes through life. They're aching for a presence that commands space without ever needing to explain it. That doesn't mean aggression. It doesn't mean domination. It means owning your frame like it's carved into your DNA. She wants to feel that when you walk into a room, the air shifts, the energy stabilizes, the storm in her chest starts to calm. But that only happens when you stop apologizing for being a man. So the next time you feel the urge to shrink, to dim your light so hers can shine, don't. Stand tall. Speak slow. Look her in the eye and let her feel the calm certainty of a man who no longer plays small. Because the moment you stop apologizing, you give her something she forgot she was looking for, a man who's already whole. Mistake number 8, making her your purpose. It starts with something innocent. You meet a woman. She lights you up. You start adjusting things, just a little, to spend more time with her. One plan canceled, one goal delayed, one boundary bent, and before you even notice, you've placed her at the center of your world. But here's the truth that burns. The moment a woman feels she's become your mission, she starts pulling away. Because no matter what she says, she doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to orbit a man who's already living with purpose. She wants to feel your gravity, not become your gravity. A man without mission becomes a man without mystery. And mystery? That's the heartbeat of attraction. So here's your wake-up call. Your purpose comes first. Not her. Not her texts. Not her schedule. You. Your path. Your discipline. Your empire. She'll respect you most when she has to earn a place in your world. Not when you abandon that world to prove she matters. The man who keeps chasing her, she forgets. The man who keeps chasing his vision, she follows. Because deep down, she wants to feel what it's like to fit into a life that doesn't revolve around her. So next time you're tempted to drop your dream for her attention, pause. And remember this. A man on a mission is magnetic. A man without one is invisible. Mistake number 9, explaining yourself like a man who's afraid to lose her. You feel that moment of tension. She questions your silence, your delay, your decision, and without thinking, you start explaining. I didn't mean to ignore you. My phone died. I was just really busy. But here's the brutal truth. Every word you use to explain drains your power. Why? Because when you over-explain, you signal fear. You reveal that her opinion has more weight than your own certainty. You're not grounded. You're seeking approval, even if you don't say it directly, and women can smell that from miles away. The man who explains himself too much doesn't feel like a mountain. He feels like a leaf in the wind, and no woman is drawn to a man who bends just to avoid discomfort. Understand this. A powerful man doesn't justify. He decides, he moves, and lets his silence make the statement. Next time she asks why you didn't reply, don't deliver a timeline. Deliver presence. I was busy. That's it. No apology, no softening. Because power is in brevity, respect is in certainty, and mystery is born in what you don't explain. The moment you stop trying to be understood, she starts leaning in to understand you. Let your actions carry the weight. Let your stillness bend the atmosphere. Let her sit with the silence. And above all, never give her the driver's seat just because she demands a reason. When she's used to being explained to, you become the man who gives no explanation and still owns the room. That's how you stay unforgettable. You didn't just hear advice, you felt a recalibration. Because now you don't chase approval. You radiate certainty. You speak less, but say more. You don't explain yourself. You own your presence. And when she looks at you again, she won't see the same man. She'll feel the difference, the stillness, the mystery, the pull. This wasn't just a list of mistakes. It was a weapon. Now use it. Subscribe to the Stoic Architect. Return, reforge, rise. Because what's coming next will change everything.